Welcome to the Young CEOs community. This is our credit call. We have these every single Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am your host. My name is Andre Kennedy, aka Free Kelly Dre. And we are back at you guys with another YouTube video. You guys know we talk about credit repair, we talk about credit building, and we talk about how to leverage your credit to be able to make some money, right? So this video is for entertainment purposes only. And with that being said, let's get to the bag. Today, I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to be talking about my top three, matter of fact, the best three recommended credit card starter cards that you should have in your bag today. Yes, I mean today. Like you can literally go and apply and you can get these cards today. Okay. Because these are beginner cards. This is why I'm giving you guys this sauce, right? So when it comes to the credit stacking strategy, you can actually add cards to your credit profile that little people know about or have heard of. And these credit cards are very unique. And these will be the foundation for you to build and leverage credit. So we're going to help you run up a bag. Just got to follow the blueprint. So I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Number one, the top three recommended credit builders. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. Drop a 1 in the comments if you guys can see my screen. And drop a like on this video if you're able to see it on YouTube. All right. So with that being said, number one, top three credit builders. Number one is going to be Chime. Okay. Chime is a checking account, which you all know. You can actually get a credit builder through your Chime account. Okay. So when you first sign up for Chime, they have an opt-in for you to be able to get a direct deposit of $200 or more. So whether you work at a regular day job, a 9 to 5, or you drive for Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash, you can get a direct deposit of $200, right? That's as simple as going to your employer, telling them you got a new bank account, and they're going to ask for the routing and account number so that you can switch your direct deposit checks from your job, right, your paycheck. You can switch it to your Chime account to activate this credit builder, okay? So the credit builder, we're going to go into details, just pulling it up here on the screen. It's going to be no annual fee, right? Anytime we're getting, beginner credit cards, we don't want to get annual fees, right? So that means those credit ones, First National, there's some other ones out there, some very tricky ones. You got to watch out for the annual fee. We don't want any annual fee, okay, or interest. Okay, for the first three starter cards, right? So specifically, we're going with Chime. No credit check to apply, which means you can apply for this today, okay, and this will not affect your credit. And they are not looking for a 700 plus credit score. So that means you can get approved for this card while having low credit, or you have zero or no credit. Okay, so everybody asked me, hey, where do I start? I have no credit. I don't know what to do. Okay, this is what you do. Go get a Chime bank account and you open up the credit builder. Okay, no minimum security deposit required. That's because your direct deposit is going to activate this credit builder. Once you get the direct deposit of $200, you will get the credit builder card mailed to you. Okay, and from that point on, obviously the bank is expecting you to get all your direct deposits in that account, but you do not have to remain with that direct deposit. Once you get to 200, your credit builder is activated. Now, the perks of having a credit builder are these. For the Chime card, let me pull up my list of bonuses. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the perks for having a Chime card is number one, it is a credit builder. It must get the direct deposit of 200. This can be done by driving gigs or, like I said, switching your payment This will report on time to all three credit builders or to all three credit bureaus every single month. So that is good. That will boost each and every score, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Okay, so that's enough about Chime. You can start off with this Chime Credit Builder. I recommend this to each and every one of my students. Matter of fact, if you don't have this right now and you don't have over $5,000 in funding and you're still building and you're fixing your credit, you're still using our software, then you need to go and get this card immediately. Okay. Number two, and there will be links in the description. Okay, number two is going to be the first card. Okay, and if you guys stay till the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys a bonus. Okay, so stay tuned to the end of this video. We'll give you guys a bonus credit card that I want you to get after you get all three of these cards. Okay, so number two is the first card. The reason why we're getting the first card is because this is also a no annual fee, no hard credit check. Okay, to apply for this card. You can actually get started with this card and you'll probably have it in about 5 minutes, something like that. Okay, because it's very easy to apply. You get this card and it's very simple. Let me go to a little bit about the card, some of the features. We'll look at the APY. Okay, now there is no annual fee on this card, like I had mentioned, but guess what the perk is? The money that you have in the account is going to grow at a 4.25% annual percent yield. Okay, APY of 4.25%, which means you are getting return on a credit limit, essentially, right? Because your money is growing in this account. You leave money in here, you leave $1,000 in here, you're going to get $4.25 every single month. Okay, I'm pretty sure they pay out every month. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, but they do pay out 4.25% yield APY on this credit card's balance, which is great, phenomenal. That's going to encourage you to keep some money in this account and continue to use it to build your credit. Every transaction you operate through the first card that operates just like the Chime card will build your credit. Okay, so you go, you load the money, you load the card with some money. Okay, that's how these charge cards work. You get approved, they're a credit card, you load it with some money. Okay, it's secure. So you're loading it with some money, but you're not forced to load the card with 200 and stay with $200 limit. No, this is a charge card. So the money that you are spending is building your credit. Okay, but you're loading the card with money, so it's your own money, right? Just as credit gurus say, and the same thing I'm going to tell you is do not spend credit that you cannot pay back in your bank account within 30 days. Okay, make sure you pay your credit bills on time. So if you spend money out of your first card account, make sure you pay the first card account off. Okay, essentially, this is automatically withdrawing it from your account. Okay, that's enough about the first card. This is going to be number two. Make sure you add this to your arsenal. You do not want to sleep on this card. This is just like Chime, but a little bit better with the yield on the balance. Okay, and number three is my favorite. This is a well-known secret, but one of the best top-tier banks for a beginner. This is Cred.ai. Okay, this can be found on the Apple Store. Okay, you're going to have to search up Cred.ai in the Apple Store in order to get this card. But this card is one of the top tier beginner credit cards. So we're going to look. So for consumers, that's what you're going to click when you go to their website, and they're going to kind of advertise their card. Doesn't talk a whole lot about the details, but this card, I'm going to give them to you in this video. This card does report a $1,500 trade line. So $1,500 will report as a limit for this credit card, which is amazing. Okay, as you heard before, for Chime and First Card, there is no credit limit. Okay, so that's not really helping you out as far as comparable credit. Okay, so whenever these next banks that we recommend to you come into place, right? The big banks, the top tier banks that are going to give you $10,000, $20,000 limits, when those come into play, you already have a solid basis, right? Your lowest limit will be $1,500, okay, which is great, comparable credit. Okay, so Credit AI is number one for that. They also report on-time payments. They report to all three credit bureaus. This is no hard credit check in order to get approved. You can literally get approved for this card as well. You knock out these three in less than an hour. Boom, boom, boom. If you had zero credit, your credit will boost up to 700 plus in about 3 months of you having all three of these cards. Just keep on-time payments, right? And it's very easy to do that. You load the card, you spend the money, and that builds your credit, okay? And if you do that for 3 months with all three of these cards, right? Obviously, you want to use each card at least once out of the month. This is going to increase your credit score up to 700. Now you have a solid foundation. Now you look appealing to other banks. Now we can go and get you some of the high limit credit cards that you deserve. Okay, so Credit AI, $1,500 trade limit, no hard inquiry, no deposit required. You must link a bank account, which can be an issue sometimes. I've had issues with clients trying to sign up for this card and their bank account does not suffice. Okay, so this will not work if you have a Cash App bank account. This will not work if you're using PayPal as your bank account. This will work if you're using a Vero account or a Capital One or American Express or Bank of America, right? Some of the major bank accounts will register and you will be approved for this card, okay? But if you have a bank like a Cash App, that's not going to work, okay? And that probably won't work with Chime and it probably won't work for First Card, okay? So that is my top 3 credit builders. I'm glad you stayed this long. I'm going to give you guys a bonus. After you get these 3 credit builder cards, I'm actually going to do it here live on this video because I don't have the tab pulled up, but you're going to go to Google and you're going to type in Capital One pre-approval, okay? You're going to see if you're pre-approved. Okay, I have a link for this in the description, so you don't even have to research it. You're going to click see if you're pre-approved. Okay, it's going to load. And guess what? You're going to come to this screen, see if I'm pre-approved. Okay, this is going to tell you for one of the best starter banks, right? After you have those 3 solid beginner credit cards, you should be able to be pre-approved for this card, okay? You're going to say, see if I'm pre-approved. You're going to select building credit, no annual fee. You're going to select continue pre-approval. I'm not going to finish this whole application, but I just want to get you to the point where you get the gist, okay? You're going to fill out first name, middle initial, last name, hit next, okay? Residential address, fill out your information, okay? Income is 80,000. They're gonna ask you, where do you work? You can always say a gig economy business like Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, something of that sort. You're a delivery driver and you make $80,000 a year and you pay $250 in rent and your monthly expenses on this credit card might be around 1,000. So hopefully they give you a higher limit than that, okay? So that will be your next beginner credit card. So if you knock those 3 beginner credit cards out and you get this one as the bonus, you will be well over 700 credit score once 3 months has passed and you kept on-time positive payments with all 4 of these banks, okay? And I have a bunch of other banks that you want to go through after you get these 4, but you're going to have to go to dazzler.com in order to get my credit stacking blueprint. But I gave you guys the starter kit. As long as you get these 3, you can get these 3 top beginner credit cards with bad credit. Okay, they will not accept a bankruptcy, although. So you will need to come to dazzler.com and get your credit repaired prior to getting these cards. But if you're still in the beginner stage, 0 credit at all, maybe 1 or 2 derogatories, you can still get approved for these 3 credit builder cards. You might not get approved for the bonus just yet until we repair your credit, but this is a great start to get you off on your way to having a 700 plus credit score and getting approved for the house, the car, or the loan that can start your business through credit. Okay. Now, with our website, I'm going to give you a little backstory. I am an entrepreneur, 30 years old. I have a rental car business. I own real estate, and I have over $150,000 in capital through credit. And I'm able to use that for various different other business investments that I have going on. Too many to list. But the name of the game is cash flow. Okay. Now, when you join our community at davsloo.com, you get one free authorized user. You get credit repair, right? We have a credit repair software where we can plug in information and it'll spit out a dispute letter. That dispute letter can then get printed, stamped, and mailed and sent off to all three credit bureaus in order to repair your credit. Okay, so we do have dispute letter software. We do have a community. I do weekly calls just like this every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In our community, I drop the videos in the group chat so that you can watch the recordings. And also, it's just a great overall community to be a part of. I'm going to help you build up your credit. I'm going to help you build up those trade lines. I'm going to help you repair your credit. We have credit repair videos as well, where we break down everything you need to know about credit repair. But with that being said, if you guys want more information, come to davsloo.com, join the community, become a part. Let's build that credit. Let's go.